Well, I guess we're starting with no intro. I guess. No. Let's fix that.
I'll train right to spin fire. The NFT analyzer. Diving deep into projects. He's the crypto energizer. From your memecoins to tokens.
All right.
He's got all
That's enough. I just had to get it in. Good morning, guys. Mega GMs. Boy, dude, cats. What are you doing? It's good to see you, man. 3 a.m.'s early for, well, it's not if you're feeling like kind of the vibes are back, dude, and they kind of are. Dude, things are feeling very, very interesting right now. Very spicy out there, man. Hang on. I don't know why my screens are all jacked up. Let me get this straightened out. There we go. Luna, good morning, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hoods, good morning. Okay, hang on. I think we're good. Sorry, fumble right out of the gates today. Whatever. We're good. Yo, I think we're about to run back the 25 meta or narrative or whatever. I mean, good Lord. Brand new meme coin hits the space yesterday. I got to cover this right from the top, guys. It's crazy. I woke up to this New York City meme coin that I thought was actually a joke. And then I went from thinking it was a joke to thinking, oh, it must be like an old thing that I just completely missed. Just didn't know. But no, a brand new meme coin comes from Mayor Adams, the former mayor of New York City. Eric Adams. Holy shit, guys. It's real. It's real. We've got the latest scam meme coin coming from the latest, kind of washed up politician. Right, dude, I don't know if that's the right thing to say. Whatever. Meme coin comes from Eric Adams. Thing absolutely rips. I think this thing touched 500 mil, maybe 600 mil. 500 or 600 mil. By the way, I'll come back to that, Mufasa, because I think that's like still a big old buy. I think so. 500 or 600 mil market cap. I'm kind of tempted to play some of these videos here, just like so you can see how the thing rolled out, like if you missed it. But there's the token. It's the NYC token, New York City token. Of course, like not officially. He's not even mayor anymore. It's a meme coin. It's a meme coin. The purpose of the meme coin is to fight anti-Semitism. I think really the point was like actually, I'll play this video. It's like use the money raised from the coin, as in like fees that you accrue to, I don't know, do good things, do good. It doesn't make sense. These meme coins are so stupid. My meme coins, the ones I'm in, are great. These are stupid. Hang on, I'm gonna share this so we can hear from Mayor Adams himself. I thought this was fake when I woke up, guys. I didn't know we're playing this game still.
Mayor for 4 years.
Hang on, let's get volume straightened out. By the way, we got so much cool shit to talk about. Clarity Act. Clarity Act is looking like it's not going to pass. I mean, people are. It sounds like it might, but I don't think it's going to. But Clarity Act on the menu today. Market looking very, very interesting. About some more things, boys.
There are many successes we walked away with, and there are many things we could have done better. And we learned a lot in the process. And what I am seeing across the country in general.
I can barely hear him. I don't think I'm going to play that. But yeah, TLDR. Official New York City meme coin. This guy. Clown. And what do you know? What do you think happens? What do you think happens with a meme coin from any big name, celeb, politician, whatever? Like, what do you think? What do you think? It gets rugged. I don't know if we have the full story about like how, but we know what happened. Liquidity pulled from the LP. We're talking millions pulled from the LP. Crashes the token price. In fact, let me pull up. I want to pull it up on Dex Screener here. But holders wrecked. Let's pull it up. I'm not going to say nobody won because I imagine if you got it at the right point and you got out at the right point, you probably could have made some money here. This token is down to 300. No. Excuse me. Hang on. Not 300 mil. Come on. Is this real? Hang on. This is the contract address from the website. I think this is real. I think this is actually really it. This thing hit. I almost want to double check it because this is crazy. No, it's real. 600 mil it hit. There, you see it up there. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. 600 mil right now. This token is at a 40 mil market cap. Just barely 40 mil market cap. Crashed right here when they pulled liquidity from the LP, like right away. Right away. Pull liquidity. And I think it was like, we're talking millions. We're talking millions. I don't know. I don't know who's buying this kind of thing anymore. I don't know who's buying this kind of thing. Here we go. It launched at 130 mil. Someone mev'd it to 18 bill. What? Or he got mev'd. Wow. Dude, wow. Kevin, good morning, man. I mean, what do you say? Like, I don't think I'm not chasing celeb coins anymore, so I don't care. I'm like surprised that anybody would. I get it. It's the casino. You're looking for those opportunities. In scam coins, you can make money. So, like, I get it. I definitely get it. But, like, holy cow, it can't play out worse than this. 600 mil down to 40 mil now. Crazy. And it looks like Eric Adams made $3.5 million out of this. Again, pulling money out of that LP. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Completely insider game. Yeah, extracted over 1 mil out of the liquidity pool. And then, of course, any fees he's earning, whatever. Horrible look. Just horrible. Like, it says a lot about a person, what they do with their meme coins. It's one thing to launch a coin, and it used to be that if you launched a coin, you're a bad guy, right? Used to be that. And I'm glad it's not that anymore, by the way. For what it's worth, I'm glad it's not that. I'm glad it's like launch a coin. I'm glad, like, launch a coin. Who cares? They're fucking fractionalized collectibles is how I look at them. Launch a coin. It doesn't matter. But what you do with the coin is what matters, right? That's what matters. Like, put out 100 coins. I don't care. I like people who are creative and are just doing things and testing and trying and like, that's cool. But like doing it, extracting money, like your purpose is to wreck people. Different. Bad guy. You know what I mean? Luna, didn't buy that slop. Lost money yesterday, though. It's the game, dude. It's the game. I appreciate you, Luna, too, because, like, you'll share the wins, and I appreciate when people who do that, like, also share when they're down, too, because, like, especially if you're not, like, fully dialed in here. Like, we're here every day, right? But some people aren't. Some people might check in on the show here and there, and, they see people winning, and sometimes that gets you FOMO in a bit and gets you in your feels. You're like, I don't win. But it's good for people to hear, like, even when you're winning and winning a lot, you don't win every time. You lose, too. You got to lose, too. It's part of the game. But, yeah, this is scummy shit. And I think I'm comfortable calling it an outright rug or scam or whatever. It is. When you pull something like that, it is. It just is. What is what's snitching? What's snitching hawk, dude? And it's coming at like the worst time. It really is, dude. I like more and more and more. I've never disliked Charles Hoskinson. I've never disliked him. I've never disliked the guy, but I just like him more and more and more now. And he's right. Like last year, we had such awesome momentum starting in the year. We had awesome momentum with Trump, being inaugurated. And then immediately comes the meme coin and followed up right by Melania. And then, of course, Libra. But those things gave the anti-crypto politicians so much ammo. It gave them so much ammo that they're still using today. And when we talk some Clarity Act, it's still being used today. And Charles saying the Trump and Melania coins made crypto look bad and corrupt, and they did. Now, like I would say, focus on Libra, and I would say focus on it because it seems like it's the same team, or at least some of the same team that launched Trump, Melania, whatever. Focus on that. I don't think Trump launching a meme coin is inherently bad, but maybe. But I think he's right. He's saying launching them close to the the time where we were trying to pass the Genius and Clarity Acts last year really did hurt them. And it took it took months to get the Genius Act passed. Here we are, like it's taken a year for the Clarity Act, up for a vote in 2 days. Well, the markup period in 2 days, but not really. There's more to that, actually. There's much more to it. That said, guys, there's some some pretty optimistic things here, man. There's some pretty optimistic things here still, for what it's worth. Standard Charter raising their 2029 ETH prediction to $30,000. I don't think that's crazy. I don't think it's crazy. Maybe I'm crazy, but I don't think it's crazy. The 4-year, 5-year plan. The 4-year, 5-year plan is still the target. All the moves are based on that. And I'm pretty damn optimistic about what's coming here. But I like that. I like that every time I see those kind of predictions. I like it. All right, let's get into the market here. We got to talk Clarity Act. We have a lot to talk about here. Make sure you hang on. Let's good Lord. What a start. What a start. All right, we're doing our thing live on Abstract. We're live on X. We're live on Kick, Zora, Twitch. There's somewhere else too. Of course, YouTube. Did I say Abstract? I think so. Anyway, come over to YouTube. Make sure you subscribe over here. It's Crypto Slam over on this side. Again, help that algo. Follow us on X. It's Crypto Slam IO over here. Of course, Slam Nation X, especially if you're a builder, building crypto apps, dashboards, agents. You need data to power these things. And man, you need the best data in the industry. This is Crypto Slam data, especially, boys, on ETH and on Base. We have the Wayback Machine of the blockchain. Everything. I was about to go kind of itemize it. No, everything at the historical block. Wild stuff. The alpha you can pull from that is just incredible. We want to tap you into it. So we'll give you some credits to access our API. If you need endpoints built, we'll build them. But reach out to us here. We'll get connected. And I also want to bring you on the show. Show people what it is you're working on. And then most importantly now, make sure you go to ethoswarm.ai. Sign up for the wait list. I got my video locked in, dude. I finally did it. 30 hours or so. Dude, I edited a video. I did, and it came out pretty decent. We have 4 different iterations of it, starting from scratch, doing it over again. I'm proud of the thing and how it came out. You might see it. You will see one form of the video, but tons of fun. And I'd only do it because I believe in this thing so much. And I can't wait for you guys to see it. You will see it soon. Just make sure you're first to see it. ethoswarm.ai. Get on that wait list. Did I put a stream link in the chat? I did. All right, cool. All right. We had CPI come in today. Mixed bag, but overall, I think okay. Inflation flat at 2.7%. It's what was expected here, but core CPI actually below expectations. So core CPI comes in at 2.6 year over year. The estimate was 2.7. The markets, we're going to take a peek, but I think like it. Wizard of Soho saying very bullish. Stocks flying. Yep. We'll see. We'll see how it's looking on the crypto side, but it is bullish. Don't know if it's enough to get us rate cuts this month, and I'm kind of leaning towards no. But S&P 500 futures. I mean, guys, we're gonna hit 7K. We're gonna hit 7,000. Everything's on fire. Gold's at another new all-time high. Anybody know where silver's at this morning? I imagine close to the same. I imagine all-time high territory. Beautiful stuff. And then let's see crypto. And as of right now, crypto looking pretty decent. You saw just a moment ago, Bitcoin was back over 92K. Love it. ETH over 3,100. Ripple 207. BNB 908. Solana 141. Look at that. Looking pretty good. I actually want to go and check Monero, which hit another all-time high. It's at 667 right now. Monero on fire. Guys, I'm loving... Oh, there we go. Silver, 88. Man. It's hot out there. It really is. And I'm sure you guys have seen it, felt it, whatever. Like the NFT market's feeling interesting. We're going to talk GVC on fire, guys. GVC's on fire. I'm still playing the art side, I think. And, I rotated kind of ahead. I'm out of the PFP stuff. I'm into art. I'm collecting art. I think art's going to have a really, really special something coming. We'll see. But yeah, right now, market's feeling very, very interesting. Quickly, let's look at ETF volume yesterday. Starting with Bitcoin, we're checking flows. Well, we finally break that 4-day streak of outflows. We had 116 mil in inflows yesterday. Over on Ethereum, let's have a look. I'm assuming it's kind of similar, like some inflows, not a ton. Yeah, 5 mil in inflows. And then Solana, it's just kind of consistently inflows. Probably about 10-ish mil. Let's see. Yeah, 10.8 mil. Dude, nailed it. So an okay day. Okay day for inflows yesterday. The talk of crypto right now, rightfully so, it's not the Eric Adams coin, thank God. I think that's like a one and done thing. It's like at this point a big old nothing burger. It's like when the Kanye token came out. It happened. It doesn't move the needle the same way. People don't care the same way, which is awesome. It's a good sign. It's a sign that we're maturing a bit. But no, right now it's the big things. It's the market structure bill. It's the Clarity Act. So Paul Atkins saying it's a big week for crypto. It is. It's a very big week for crypto. I'm going to stand by the prediction that it's not going to pass. I think it's not going to pass. If it does, great. I hope it passes. By the way, I really do. I don't think it's going to. So we got the newest version of the market structure bill last night. And there are some significant changes to it, and there's some like L's here. There's some L's on the market structure bill when we've heard that big bank is pushing back on stable coins. They're trying to amend things that were, wins we had in the Genius Act. And it sounds like they're getting their way a little bit. Actually, it's an interesting middle ground. I think it's actually okay. But there's a cutoff today. There's more, like final amendments to the bill are due today by 5 Eastern time. So this is like in DC, this is kind of a big focus today. It's all Clarity Act. Very, very interesting. So it's out there. You can read it. If I have time, I would love to read it. I don't know how long it is too, but I would love to get through it. But Cynthia Loomis, who, right, we're not going to have her as a voice for crypto after this year, which is a bummer, but making that final push. She said her goal, her one and only goal here, her remaining months here, is to get this bill passed. We'll see. We'll see. Thursday's the markup for it. There's 2 separate markups for this, and you'll see this is actually kind of interesting. But she's urging her Democrat colleagues to back this thing, right? We lost the support of, I believe it was like 9 key Democrats who were going to vote for this, then backed off. It is all related to, stable coins. But it's close, guys. In fact, I want to check Polymarket in a second. And I want to check Polymarket and see what the odds are looking like there. But some interesting points here on the Clarity Act. Let's see. America will lose financial superiority if they start capping yields to protect the banking industry. Yeah. They found a really interesting middle ground, though. I don't hate what it's looking like right now. I don't hate it. As in, big banks won, but also not fully. It's super interesting. In the Clarity Act right now, some key points. Network tokens aren't automatically treated as securities anymore, which is awesome. I think there was something specific that if there's an ETF, it's automatically treated like Bitcoin or ETH or whatever. So it's automatically not a security, which pretty cool. Staking and airdrops. This is kind of cool too. Rules-based distributions aren't securities by default. It used to be that way, I guess, which is maybe a big change. SEC versus CFTC clarity. So clear line between what the SEC and the CFTC are responsible for overseeing, basically. Securities are securities, digital commodities get the commodity treatment. Most cryptos, I think, are going to be commodities. I would say most cryptos that are out today, right? And then language protecting builders and self-custody. Dig it. Yeah, writing code doesn't make you a broker. Dig it. There's a lot of good stuff here. There is. Now, okay, the Senate has their markup, and that's Thursday. Separately, I didn't realize this, that there's two different committees that are doing a markup on this. There's the U.S. Senate Agriculture Committee. They postponed their markup of the Clarity Act, the market structure bill, to the last week of January. They want more time to dig into it and figure. Guys, that to me is like a maybe worst case scenario, though, because when we get to the last week of January is where we start butting up against the next government shutdown. So we'll also look at Polymarket for the odds of that too. But right, we heard about this last month. If this doesn't pass by the end of January, this might not pass at all. And this worries me a bit that if we're kicking it down to the last week, then the focus there is just on keeping the government open. So, not great. That part's not great. Here's Eleanor Terrett saying kind of exactly that. So the Senate Agriculture Committee punting to the last week of January instead of holding it as planned on Thursday, same time as the Senate. It's not great. I don't think it's going to pass. Eleanor also saying this, that banks won this round on stablecoin yield. Okay, now this isn't a full win for them. Cutie, good morning, man. Great to see you, sir. It's not a full win, right? They were pushing to have no yields for stable coins, I think, period. And they're not going to win that fully. What they're trying to say is, and what is in the bill right now is, you can't earn yields just from holding stable coins. As in, on Coinbase, I'm holding USDC and I'm earning yield just from holding it on that platform. It's not enough to get you yield. You can't get them that way. But all it takes is one little step further, and it's a really little step. And I actually like this. I think this is actually, fair. You can earn yields on your stable coins by making transactions, staking, providing liquidity, putting up collateral, participating in governance. Just do something with your stable coins, and then you're allowed to earn yields. I think that's fair. I think that's reasonable. That means banks still, I guess, get what they want, which is you don't get automatic wins just from holding it. And picture that's like in your bank account, right? You're holding your cash in your bank account and you're just earning a little bit of interest, right? Well, you can't do that on Coinbase, right? Just holding stable coins on Coinbase isn't going to get you any interest or yields. But if you stake it on Coinbase, you can. And maybe Coinbase can have it where you can stake for not, certain lockup periods, but you can just stake and unstake as you want. That seems like a pretty reasonable middle ground. So you still earn yields. I like it. I don't consider this an L. I don't consider it a win for big bank. At least how I read it right now. Not so bad. Here's more about securities versus non-securities. And this covers, she's mentioning specific assets. This is like Ripple, Sol, Litecoin. I dig this. If a token is the main asset of an ETF listed on a national securities exchange, registered under Section 6 of the Securities Exchange Act as of January 1st, it will not be required to file disclosures that other tokens are required to file. Seems like a win. Seems like a win. Something I'm looking forward to here. Yeah. I think this is a win for us still, right? Even if it's not exactly what we wanted. Like, how cool would it be to just have your stable coins, hold them in account, do nothing, and you passively earn yield? That would be sweet. But if I just got to go one step further and stake, fine. That's fine. For me, that's fine. I'm really looking forward to, I think it's this tweet here. I think it's this one. If not, it's another. But some of the wording here about wash trading, which I can't wait for them to eliminate that as best they can. Here, I think here, two small ethics provisions that fall under under banking's jurisdiction, unlike most ethics language. Let's see, language related to felony convictions and insider trading. Something there, and that's part of what the Clarity Act is supposed to be doing here, is get rid of the wash trading. Does this? And I'm just asking because I don't know. Does this impact market makers? Like, it might. I wonder if it does. But that's a thing I think is like a perfect area to be cleaned up here. Market making is so dirty in this space. So I'm a fan of anything that gets us that gets all the like, I don't know. I don't want to say like algorithmic trading, but you know what I mean? Get some of the like the shadier parts of crypto out. And I think that's part of what the Clarity Act is going to bring. So excited for that. Let's peek here at Polymarket and let's see what are the odds here. Yeah, let's see the odds of this passing here. Let's see market structure. Or we go Clarity Act. Let's see. Market structure. Nope. Let's go Clarity Act. Okay. All right. I mean, not bad. 71% chance signed into law this year. It fell quite a lot, like 10% since yesterday. So I don't know if that's a great sign. Let me see on the main page if there's another market for it. But yeah, 70% chance that it passes. What's up, JWise? Good to see you, man. Dude, big one coming tomorrow too. Like kind of whole separate topic, but tomorrow tariffs. This one's rough. 28% chance that the Supreme Court rules in favor of the tariffs. And let's peek at government shutdown. Yeah, let's see here. Government shutdown. 30% chance that we have a shutdown by the 31st. That's actually up here in the past few days. Up from 23% chance. Yeah, we got a short window of time to get that Clarity Act passed. Very, very short. So, man, we'll see. Tomorrow's a big day, though. Again, tariffs. Big, big, big day. We'll see. Ooh, we should have a market on this too, right? Venezuela's $60 billion in Bitcoin. Is that ours now? What a crazy thing. Just don't know. Just don't know. More tariffs on China? Kind of. Trump saying any country doing business with Iran will pay a 25% tariff on any business they're doing with the U.S., and that is kind of China directed. We'll see. But dude, stuff's looking good. Things are looking interesting out there. The Nick Shirley coin. JY's to see you out there doing the Lord's work here. Oh, we got another. Okay. We have another video coming tomorrow. Will it move the needle? I doubt much. By the way, just because I hear things, and the Shirley coin actually up, right? This got to like upper, like this fell to under 3 mil. The Nick Shirley coin now over 4 mil. If you're hoping that Base supports this token, okay, I hear things. They're not going to. Okay, I'll just say that. I've heard they're not going to. I think they don't want to get political at all. I don't think you're going to see any Base support for this token, which is a huge bummer. That doesn't mean we don't still see a tweet talking about a content coin, but as far as them like pushing this coin, it's not going to happen. I believe this. I believe where I heard it from. I trust it. Base is not going to push this token. And for me, that was like an important part of this, the thesis for this thing to do really well. If we wanted to see this at 100 mil or whatever, I think it needed Base support, and it's not going to get Base support. Now, maybe my source is wrong, but or yeah, we can't all be that lucky, But for what it's worth, I still like the coin. But for it to hit that high that I think it could have hit, it needs Base pushing it, and I don't believe Base is going to push that coin. Now, Ansem pushing it, sure. And can that work? It can, but I don't know. Otherwise, man, still white whale season. Hey, there's some hot meme coins that have come out over the past few days too. There's like we're seeing multiple coins reaching like 20, 25 mil, 50 mil. It's kind of game on. I don't know how sustainable it is. Again, especially if we get a government shutdown, none of this will last. None of it. None of it. But you love these success stories, man. Again, somebody turning $370 into 1.2 mil on paper. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Yeah. Hey, still, I think still a chance. Still upside there. But yeah, we need more of these, and you don't get these much unless you get that supply control. It matters. It matters more than anything. It just does. And back to the tariffs real quick. Yeah, yeah. I mean, hey, Luna's game plan just keeps working and working and working. And so Luna's saying start looking at shorts on Bitcoin, ETH, Sol, Sui. Yeah, things are looking hot. Barely. I don't trust that anything that's happening right now is like the start of a big move. I don't. I think this is just yet another one of those little pumps, and maybe we get to back to 93, 94, but I don't feel the momentum building behind this yet. Now, if the Clarity Act passes, which by the way wouldn't pass Thursday, right? But if it does pass this month, that could be game on. That is something that would give us some momentum. That is. So we're watching for that. This is still what we're looking at here, and this is a tomorrow ruling. One of the biggest X factors here earlier in the year, again, the tariffs. And Trump saying here, the U.S. would have to pay back hundreds of billions of dollars, and it'd be a mess, and it'd be almost impossible for our country to pay. So then what? So then what happens? Then it's, Trump's plan B, and we don't know what that is. But just, I just got to keep pushing this, saying we're not in the clear. It's not, it's not open waters for us right now and into, maybe going back and testing 100K Bitcoin. I don't think it's that time yet. I wish it were. As hot as other things are right now, I'm not FOMOing into stuff really. I'm buying some things, but I'm not FOMOing in. I'm not playing hard yet. I am gambling though. I am. I'll show you some moves I made. Just a couple, but let's look over at the AI arena here. We're at a 6.21 bill market cap. It's fine. Actually kind of flat in the past 24 hours here. Our top agent coin is Fart Coin. One of our biggest leading indicators, up 1.6%. We got Tibber, Toshi, Turbo, and Alk. Infrastructure side, we're at, let's see. Virtual on top, FET, DCAI, Pippin, and then Open. And then in DeFi, it's Venice, Cortex Banker, Griffin, and Olos. Where was Pippin again? Pippin, 330 mil. And then we'll peek at Mindshare, and it's Warp, Elsa, Fartcoin, Virtual, and Rect. I did buy the Rect drink yesterday. I did. By the way, that coin was, that PsyOp anime popped the fuck off. Awesome video too. Somebody made this like really cool, like an anime about Iran. Like a cool little like propaganda video. Like sweet. It was awesome. But yeah, that coin popped off. What did that get to? How high did that coin get? Thing got crazy. There's plays out there, man. There's plays out there. Yep, I like that. I do. I like that a lot. And let's see over on virtuals if there's anything new. Mute's looking pretty damn good. You got to, I think it probably touched 10 mil FTV. Mute's looking good. I'm sitting on my bag here. I got some. I feel like I got some other people into it. I shared it with the Kong boys. I think some of them are now in Mute. And I think more and more, I mean, again, Monero hitting an all-time high again. I think more and more Mute's going to get some action here. Swap goes live Friday. I reached out to the team, want to see if I could get them on the show on Friday. I'm very interested in this platform right now. Would love to see if this keeps up some momentum here. Reply bounced back too, right? After someone took some big profits yesterday. I think Reply fell to like 8 or 9 mil. back up to almost 13. Repo at 45 mil. Right, a lot of these virtual coins looking pretty decent here. By the way, a lot of FUD around this Wasabot. Whatever happened here with this market maker fuckery, just like decimated this coin. And you know they still plans to launch another coin too, like a core platform token, and it's not a good look to start. Yeah, whatever. On the board here, let's see if we have anything looking spicy. Ping P, live now. Kind of a nothing burger. Melvin is new. Hedging infrastructure for prediction markets. I may pop into that real quick and look. Yeah, nothing else on the board here I'm even slightly interested in. What are we looking at here though? Melvin's a hedging infrastructure for prediction markets. We use AI to map outcome correlation on Polymarket and Kalshi to crypto perps. Oh, interesting. Allows professional traders to neutralize risk and unlock capital efficiency. Powered by, what is that? 19 plus news and trading sources. Okay. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. I'm not playing it. I'm not betting on it, but I don't hate that. Who's moving now though? Yeah. Let's see our top gainers here. Yeah, nothing burger. Yeah, Mute Swap's on fire, man. Up almost 40% in what, the past 24 hours here. Love to see it. There's Zoe. Sniper search up here. Yes, reply with that nice bounce back. Anything else? Whack looking strong again. Arvis is under a mil though. That's bonkers to me. But there it is. RoboStack repo. Yeah, okay. Just getting a feel for what's out there. Oh, hang on. We got some good comments from cats. No, dude, it's too early. I didn't catch that show. But the founder of the Wasabi, why is my browser sucking? Hang on. Was that the founder of Wasabi? Okay, hang on. Gave harsh feedback after the interview on the Spaces. He didn't have an answer for why Wasabi even needs the bot token or what the point of the token is. Okay. So still a meme coin, right? But yeah. Why do you need it? Lets people gamble on whatever. Yeah, I mean, most of the tokens are silly. I still want to know with Mute Swap, why do you need, what's the Mute token for, right? Like, it's my biggest question for them. It's to stake and earn rewards, but like, is there, I don't know if there's a utility there. I don't know. But I do know that, just like, I don't know, like kind of a smooth brain play, but just privacy meta getting hot. I imagine people do what I did, buy into it just to get exposure to the privacy meta. So yeah, they have what? That's not even, I thought this was an old tweet. It's not. Privacy for virtuals, cross-chain swaps through Monero, privacy for AI agents, B2B payments. Yep. XMR rewards for mute stakers, I think, is pretty interesting. So we'll see. I still need to get my head wrapped around like kind of what's the end vision, like the goal, the end, like what does the product look like here? What's their vision for this thing? And then what do you need the token for? Because I kind of am assuming it's like anything else, like you don't need the token, right? It's not like it's a gas token. I don't know that you need it for swaps. Maybe you do. Maybe you do. Maybe I'm wrong there and you actually need to spend a little mute to do these swaps, to swap for Monero, which would be cool. So yeah, I'm watching. Big news outside of like crypto AI. This is actually really big. This is, yeah, really, really big. It's funny because like Amazon has yet to really get their like Alexa. Hope she doesn't fucking wake up, but like really powered by AI. And I thought it was going to be Claude. Hang on, was it Claude? I thought it was Claude that was going to power it. And we've not seen that happen yet. The same thing with Apple and their AI just hasn't been great. Hasn't been great until now. I think this is a big partnership, man. It's a good one too. Apple and Google now partnering Gemini, I think, is what you're going to have, I think, baked in all these Apple products. Yeah. This is great. Gemini models, they're going to power future Apple Intelligence features. So yeah, like your Siri is about to get a very serious upgrade. I like it. I mean, man, Gemini's hard to beat right now. It's phenomenal. It's really, really, really good. Gemini's really good right now. It's a big move. Interesting. Elon Musk, I didn't notice that tweet or that reply. This seems like an unreasonable concentration of power for Google, given that they also have Android and Chrome. Huh. Not wrong. Like, not wrong. So basically, like every mobile device everywhere is basically going to have Gemini. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, dude, Luna, good luck. I mean, it's been working out for you well so far, man. So I wouldn't bet against you. I just also wouldn't be betting against privacy stuff right now. I'd be with you shorting anything else, and it probably would make sense that Monero's pumped so much, but I wouldn't be betting against privacy coins yet. Although, I mean, you can short the AI tokens, I think, now on virtuals. I don't think short and mute is a crazy play. Hey, JWise, I love that. I did buy a bag of Vibester. I did buy a bag of Vibester. We'll get to that in a minute. Guys, okay, over to NFTs. I'm still surprised at how low volume is. I really am, because like NFTs are all over my timeline. It's probably just me, right? Because I'm looking at a lot of NFT stuff. But yes, volume's still not crazy. We're under 9 mil. 9 mil in sales yesterday. But more activity, right? Sellers up, buyers up, transactions up, average sale price up. Profits actually down $500,000, almost 600,000 in the negative. But I'll tell you, man, like GVC on top. Well, fell to pudgies right now, but GVC on top. GVC absolutely on fire. Absolutely on fire. And that top sale here, that's real. This is not like a wash trade. This is almost $160,000 NFT sale yesterday in GVC. We saw a lot of big sales too. Man, it's looking spicy. Here's your $160,000 trade yesterday. Andrew Weitzman. We might have talked this yesterday, but whatever. This is I don't want to say he's the rarest of the collection, because there's like a handful of 1/1s, like very unique characters, like real 1/1s. But Vibefoot is like the mascot of GVC in a way. You've got a few different mascots. That's why they're so clever. They have so many unique, rarities. And while there's multiple 1/1s, Vibefoot is kind of like, in the community, the face of GVC. So Adam Weitzman spends 50 ETH, buys this bad boy. This is why, like, look, if there's not a ton of collectors here yet, they need confidence that there's people that buy this stuff, right? They're not going to come and trade NFTs because they think nobody's trading them. Well, you got these guys out here who are billionaires who spend this kind of money and it's nothing to them, and they love this shit. And Adam's not the only one. And at some point, and I'm not saying it's soon, but at some point, people wake up to the fact that, well, these guys are still collecting. If I minted and I rolled that one, I'm looking at being up $160,000. Like, that still happens. It does happen. It does still happen. Maybe not as often now, but it absolutely still happens. And if you're plugged in, you're having a shot at that still. We talked last week about how those opportunities are coming still to me regularly. To me, they are. Who's going to prison? Who? Adam's going to prison? Oh, you're probably talking about Eric Adams. Eric Adams. Trump will pardon him for whatever. He's already done it. Didn't he already get pardoned? Adams, yeah. But hang on, because of this thing, because of this token, or from before? I feel like he already got a Trump pardon. And I imagine he could get another Trump pardon. I don't think. Sucks, man. These people are untouchable. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't right. It ain't right. Not the only big GVC sale. You can't get pardoned twice? Huh. Maybe he gets got. Check it out, though. Not the only big sale. Now, this one we talked yesterday. This guy right here, 21.5 ETH. The Cosmic one went to Gary V. We saw the White Ranger go for 8 ETH. We saw the Gummy guy go for 20 ETH. We saw like this ape GVC go for almost 20 ETH. We got the Green Ranger for 5 ETH. We got the Captain for 4. We got the Blue Ranger for 4. Like, man, these things are on fire. And they're not done. They're not done. Big names coming into this thing still, collecting the rare stuff. I'm trying not to FOMO back in, and I'm not going to. I'm not. Because I made my moves that put me in things that I think, for me, play out as well, if not better. I hate my timing that I had to do it right before they exploded, because I knew the explosion was coming, but I think there's still time. So I'm in Vibester. I bought some Vibester. I wish I bought more. I think this has got a ton of upside. Sitting at what? 8 mil market cap right now. If what I'm hearing is correct, it's and let's go look at floor prices. If what I'm hearing is correct, if people are mathing properly, when GVC hits, I think it's 0.85 ETH floor, is when I think when a whole bunch of Vibe sales that are owned by the Vibester, by the TokenWorks contract, are being sold. And that money goes right back into the Vibester token, buys token and burns token. That supply keeps going down, down, down. I think like 15% of the supply has been burned already. And if this accelerates, then that accelerates. They got a really interesting thing. I like the Vibester play. And so yesterday I was going back and forth. I'm like, do I get a nice Vibey and just hold one for the long haul? And I just, I just kind of have my forever Vibey. Or do I play Vibester where, look, I don't think I have I do think there's a 3x in this, in an NFT at some point. But do I think a 3x comes faster in a meme coin? Right? Do I think a 3x comes from a $7 million, $8 million market cap token probably quicker than it comes from an NFT? I think yes, I do. Especially if the market gets hot. And we know what these look like when it gets hot. 50 mil isn't crazy. I mean, like right now it sounds crazy, but 50 mil isn't crazy. 100 mil isn't crazy. In this market it is, but when things are hot, when things are spicy, $100 million coin is not crazy. Meaning there's like a 10 or 15x in a hot market in this token. I don't think I'm going to get a 10x in GVC on a floor. I don't think we see these at 8 ETH. But do I think that the TokenWorks token can get to what? 80 mil? I think it can. I'm not betting on it, by the way, but we'll even go smaller. A 5x? Yeah, I think you see the upside quicker in the Vibester token than you see here. So I'm playing Vibester because for me, I'm like, well, that gives me the opportunity to make that money, sell it, and then I can go pick out a Vibey, probably with some ETH left over. So I'm playing Vibester. That's my way. That's my strategy. That's my play. Wish I bought in lower too, right? I wish I bought in at 4 or 5 mil. I got in at like 6 mil. So I don't even think I'm up right now because of the 10% tax, right? I pay 10% when I buy. I'm going to pay another 10% when I sell. So when I bought 5 ETH worth. So while the token price is up, I'm not up yet. Yeah, so this is with a 10% hit. Now up a little more and I'm even. I like that. This gets to, I don't know which is real here, right? This is showing the token at about 7.5 mil. It's really at 8.5, or this is wrong. This gets to 10 mil. If this gets to 10 mil, I'm up. And I think this easily is going to be at 10 mil. But I think 15 mil is not crazy. And I don't think that's far off. And I don't think 20 mil is crazy or far off. And I think at that point, sell it, buy a GVC, and have ETH left over. Yeah, I think the meme coins can move faster and higher. So right now, and this isn't always the case. Sometimes I think the NFTs have quicker upside. Right now, I don't. Even though I think GVCs are going to be over an ETH really soon, if that happens, that just helps Vibester. So I think Vibester is still the play here. Quick 2x here. I think much faster than GVC hitting a 1.6 ETH floor. I really do think so. And I do think these will get there, but Vibester for me is the play. Genuine Undead is strategy token. Okay. I don't hate that. They just don't have the same kind of motion, but I like those guys. Yeah, I like them. So these are my plays right now. I'm in Vibester. I'm in Mute. I bought the Project Eon, a few days back. I bought the Wrecked Guy. I don't think the Wrecked Guy is going to be up. You know what I mean? I don't plan to make a lot of money in Wrecked Guy, but I do think it's going to hold its value well. I'm up, zero point 0.1 ETH. This is not much, right? But I'm up 0.1 ETH in the Project Eon, which is what, $300? I'll take it. Regular animals are starting to get some action, guys. The Beeple collection, two sales in the past 2 days, and one of them from Von Misses. I think this collection is about to start getting some action. I just think people have been so unplugged. I think people have been so unplugged and not paying attention. They're overlooking that there's Beeple 1-1s sitting out here, a 6.5 ETH floor. I threw a 5 ETH offer and got it. I think people aren't realizing there's a Beeple 1-1 collection, and there's only 250 of them, and there's only like 7 of them listed. I think people are missing that this is out there, and I think it's a much bigger deal. I think it's a much bigger deal than people are realizing right now. I think those are going to be 10 to 15 ETH soon. That's my target. Yeah, my target for those is 10 to 15 ETH. Will not shock me, and this is if things get hot, like hot. It won't shock me to see those at like 20 to 25. I don't think they'll get there, 25 especially, I don't think, but I could see it. I'm not convinced they get to 20, but I can definitely see it. I do think they get to 15, 10 to 15. I think they actually get there. That's my bet. So I like that play. I like that play a lot. I'm not even convinced I'd sell it there. I love Beeple. I want a Beeple. I will never have a chance to get a Beeple 1-1 again, I don't believe. So I'm digging the art plays right now a lot. Where's that Eon? Again, not trading aggressively here, but trading. Yeah, again, like this play too, right? Bought this at 0.38. So we're up like 0.15 ETH? It's not bad for a week. More upside there, I think, too. But I wouldn't mind selling this now and just having a little. It's not many listed. Yeah, there's just so many plays right now, guys. But Vibester, Project Eon, the Wreck Guy, Mute, those are, and the Nick Shirley coin. Those are my 5. That's my core positions right now. I don't count the art as a core position because I don't plan on moving. I don't plan on trading those. So we'll see. All right. OSF was on the Morning Minute yesterday, chatting about the new drink that came out, the World Star Hip Hop collab. Awesome. I bought one of those. I did. About 1 case of them. What was it? Like $69. I think there's like 24 drinks in it. You claim points, and I don't know the ecosystem well enough to know like what the points do. I don't think points equal token. I could be wrong, but it does equal points, so we'll see. I'm excited to like dive more into that community and understand it. But I want to support the great builders here, and OSF is exactly that. Okay, now the goal is crack that thing open with him on the show and do a taste test. And ideally, I invite Joe and Henry onto the show to do it, just to try to recreate, what we were trying to do last time when we had OSF on. So hopefully he's on very soon. I just need to reach out and lock that in. He said yes, but I would like to do it when I got the drink in hand, which would be cool. Bored Apes put out a video teasing their clubhouse. That clubhouse, IRL clubhouse, opens in Miami this year. Pretty cool. The anime is great. I imagine they made this at their new like animation studio. So pretty cool there. And then finally, I just got to put something on your radar here. It's the worms. I don't think any of us are getting whitelisted unless you got one already, but put this on your radar. EIP 7503. It's a privacy protocol, whatever. I don't think Joe even wants to do it anymore. I'll be honest. I wish he would, but like we keep inviting Joe on the Wednesday show and just nothing. But Henry will get him for sure. That show I'll definitely invite Henry on. I mean Joe too, but okay. This mint's coming up like imminently. It might be like tomorrow, might be whatever. It's coming up really soon. It's a free mint. This is really, really fucking hard to get a whitelist for. Like the process to get a whitelist it's kind of over. The last chance to get whitelist is look on X because there's people doing whitelist giveaways, like, comment, retweet. And there's some guaranteed spots being given away, and there's some first come, first serve, which it probably isn't going to get there. These are going to be decently hot. So I'll say that. It's like a 7K edition collection. You can mint 3 per user. Well, for certain groups. These are going to be hot, though. So I just wanted to mention it again. Oh yeah, these mint in 2 days. I just wanted to show it just to say, like, if you can get a whitelist, get one. No prediction for price other than people are being like told that you're not going to want to sell them. So a hard whitelist to get. I think secondary will look decent. Try to get a whitelist for this thing. But I imagine most of us are not. Do you think Nick Shirley coin done here? I can see 50 mil. I can. I just like it's less automatic, right? For me, like my only goal right now is seeing it back to all-time high, and I think it can do that. Right? Another viral video, more and some tweets about it. I can't remember if I showed it, and it was something you retweeted, right? Like top base trader bought 1%. Yeah, it was this one. You'd retweeted. Like, that's a great sign. That's a great sign. I think it can get back to all-time high. Cutie, what is that? What's the Picasso sale? Are we talking the regular animals? There was a regular animal Picasso sale from Casual Collector. Oh, the Von Misses piece. Yeah, that's the one Von Misses bought. Yeah. Yeah, Casual Collector bought that one and flipped it. He's a good trader. He was heavy. He was heavy into GVC. Still is, I think. Hey, here we go. That's what's up. Hang on. But yes, I think the Nick Shirley coin can get to 50. But that's not my bet anymore. Just knowing, being told by somebody who would know that Base is not going to talk about it. That's my worry. So I think it can, and my hope is it gets back to all-time high. I hope it makes a new all-time high. I hope 20. 50 feels like a long shot. It just sucks. Like, I get it. Base maybe not want to play the political game or play favorites. But you have to. If you want this thing to work, you have to prop it up, and I'm not sure if they're gonna. Yeah, not mute specific, man, but there's so few opportunities in privacy. So, like, now us as mute bag holders, whoever is, it's our job to spread the word, spread the gospel, you know? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start tweeting about mute. I want them on the show, and I'm gonna tweet about it like I'm trying to learn about it, because I am. Like, again, what's the token for, and who are you guys, right? Like, who the fuck are you guys, and why are you building this, and how like how Monero focused is this gonna be, right? All those things. So I just want to learn a lot more about it. Um, but I certainly am going to pump my bags, like I'm going to be very chatty about it. By the way, so the rec drink, cherry cola, sold out. Took a little while to sell out, but it did sell out. So they sold out, thousands of cases. I think it just sold out this morning, actually, too. Yeah, sold out. You earn drink points, represents your dedication to the rec way of life. Yeah, I don't know what that does, though, but yeah, GG's to them for selling that out. It's cool. All right, so just cause that tweet, let's peek a little bit at mute. Let's see if that moves. And by the way, I've been so quiet, like replying to messages, to chatting in Discord, whatever. I'm like, I share like my moves here. I don't share them elsewhere. I'm going to start sharing these more in some of those trading groups, especially like Wall Street Kongs, because those guys got motion, and they'll, like that does move the needle. So I'm going to keep sharing mute there. But yeah, looking good. I'd love to see this to 15. And I think it's very possible. I kind of expect this to get to like 12 to 15. I don't think I'm selling there. Right. I would be at like a 2x. I want more than that. But it's not what I want. It's, what will the market give us? How much upside does it have? I don't know with this one. There's a lot of unknowns with mute swap, but Friday's a big day. It's a big catalyst. I don't know what their tokenomics are like how much the team has, when their unlocks are, if there are any. Well, okay. I don't know if they bought at the beginning, but I mean, maybe all those tokens are out there. But there's a lot I need to learn still about mute swap. So more digging. I like it. All right. So let's see. Big day tomorrow. Tariffs. Big day the following day. the markup for the Clarity Act. We got a lot coming. And I don't feel so confident about the market. I don't. One last check-in on prices here. Let's see how we're. All right. Okay, we'll take it. Bitcoin back over 92. Let's see if we get some momentum here. Otherwise, though, man, really stay plugged in. I think especially the trenches right now, especially like Solana meme coins. I would be locked in there and watching. I would. It feels like there's opportunities popping up there. I feel like a lot of people are not fully back yet. I mean, for sure, a lot of people are not fully back yet, which means it's where the best opportunities are. So stay locked in, stay plugged in. Hit the like before we get out of here. Make sure you follow on X. It's Crypto Slam on X. God, I'm buried. Where we at? Cats, I see ya. I will. Crypto Slam over on YouTube. Subscribe over here. Hit the like over here. Go to ethoswarm.ai and jump on the wait list. You're going to love this. I love it. I woke up in the middle of the night last night using it. I'm telling you, I love it that much. I'm finding it that useful. It's inspiring me. It's got my creativity in like high gear. I believe you'll see the same thing. Ethoswarm.ai. And yeah, dude, it did. I think, what did it hit? 50 mil? JWise? 50 mil? Something like that. Anyway, wild stuff. All right, guys, we'll see you back here tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Have a great freaking day. We'll see you. Goodbye.